The unwavering support of the United States for Israel stands as a unique aspect of its foreign relations. Israel, representing a mere 0.01% of the global population, remarkably receives about 30% of all U.S. foreign aid since the end of World War II. This amounts to approximately $4 billion annually, totaling nearly $300 billion since 1945 after adjusting for inflation, a sum that could potentially eradicate world hunger. Astonishingly, this support is given unconditionally, consistently approved almost unanimously each year. This holds true even as Israel faces global criticism for its actions in Gaza, with the U.S. government seemingly intent on increasing its financial aid. The U.S. also consistently provides diplomatic protection to Israel. Despite international efforts to hold Israel accountable for alleged violations of international law, such attempts are often thwarted by the U.S. For instance, during the 2014 Gaza conflict, when the United Nations Human Rights Council sought to condemn Israel's actions, the U.S. was the sole country among 38 council members to vote against the resolution. Typically, the U.S. is among the few nations opposing UN resolutions critical of Israel, while the majority of the world votes in favor. The underlying reason for the U.S.'s stance is its imperialistic nature. With over 1,000 military bases globally and the capability to deploy troops anywhere swiftly, the U.S. aims to dominate global resources and markets. The Middle East, a crucial region for oil and trade, is of particular interest. In this context, Israel acts as a strategic proxy for the U.S., undertaking tasks that might otherwise seem too imperialistic for direct U.S. involvement. Israel's role in destabilizing independent Arab regimes that resist U.S. influence is significant. In 1967, Israel launched surprise attacks on Syria and Egypt. While Israel claimed these were preemptive strikes against an imminent threat to Jewish people, the reality, as stated by Israeli commander Matthew Peled in Haaretz, was different. The thesis that the danger of genocide was hanging over us in June 1967 and that Israel was fighting for its physical existence is only a bluff, which was born and developed after the war. This conflict played a pivotal role during a period when American forces were heavily engaged in Vietnam. A Library of Congress study on the war noted the traumatic defeat of the Syrians and Egyptians in the June 1967 war, with Israel discredited the radical, socialist regimes of Nasser's Egypt and Ba'athist Syria. The defeat strengthened the hands of the moderates and the rulers.